yeah, in celebration of 2019, I feel like it is important to note that 2019 is the last year that Kara falling into the underground can happen. Mount Ebot, 21x. You know what that means, y'all. Gotta go dive into a hole in a mountain this year or never. By no means complete, but some of my favorites. Alright, my children, please get in line. I will hug all of you in time. Sans fangirls, no. Sans? What the fuck? I've only got one orb, so you'll have to take turns. We have to fill this story out. I can't date all of you. Here's my addition. Alphys, better hurry up. Blocking the door. I don't think I have enough pie tins. I see we have a sold-out show tonight. This is the dumbest thing I have ever made. This is becoming unruly. Comfort him. Oh, okay. I guess this is happening. It's all of you. Everyone calm down. You'll all get a turn at the mirror. Yay. Okay, just warning you guys, this post is going to be very interesting. It's going to be a roller coaster ride through fandom. You and I are going on a journey, so please strap in. So, Just a Lazy Trash Panda decided to make this chart of Sans Undertale, the Onceler from the Lorax, Alistair the Radio Demon from Has-Been Hotel, and a human Bill Cipher. What do these guys all have in common? I'll let you draw your own conclusions. What production of Heather's is this? Might I add, you didn't think I would notice? Pathetic. Oh my god, this fits so well. Why does it fit? Y'all f***ers better stop giving me ideas! What about Hogwarts, huh? Here you go. Ask, and ye shall receive. Okay, so Alistair is Gryffindor, Onceler is Slytherin, Bill is Hufflepuff, and Sans is Ravenclaw. Maybe that fits? Wait up, I just gotta make something. Oh, Avatar. Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony. Okay, Onceler is Earth, Alistair's Fire, Bill is Air, and Sans is Water. Yeah, okay. I literally can't with this pose. Oh my god, Pokemon too. Red, blue, green, yellow. Microsoft Windows. Ah, I'm in hell. What on earth? I kept scrolling, hoping to find the Heritage Post's date, but then I realized this was made within the last year. Hellsite. That just means that it will be a Heritage Post someday. Oh, it's the Google logo. And it's the Chrome logo. And it's eBay. And Simon. Authoritarian, libertarian, left, right. Does this work? I think it does. Oh no. Sans is Godzilla. Onceler's Mothra. Alistair is Rodan. And Bill is... what is that? Ghidorah? I don't know about this fandom, like what all these other monsters are besides the top. But, yeah. Oh no, they're the four deadly horsemen of the apocalypse. What the hell? PlayStation. Finding comfort in the idea that Papyrus is socially inept. fully aware of it and trying his best anyhow, that he might be annoying to new groups or certain people, and that he's tolerated out of politeness but no connection can really be made, that he doesn't like to think about this because that's a spiral into self-deprecation and he doesn't want to impose that on others and trigger their deprecating thoughts, that he sees groups of friends who live near each other and have gotten along for such a long time and always have plans to hang out and have fun, and he stays at home all day, only leaving when it's on his to-do list of necessities. He is terrific and funny, and his loud expressions do not make him less likable, and his endlessly unique dialogue is part of what makes him so much fun. He monologues and repeats himself and is kind because he wants to be. And maybe by wording it like this, I can feel better about me. I'm coming back to say that I also like the idea that Papyrus lives with his brother, not because he can't take care of himself, but because it is so much easier on them both. He could live on his own, maintain a job and a house, and not die in the process, but it would be miserable. His brother contributes to the routine, stands in as socialization, and makes Papyrus both needed and wanted, and that is so much better. I also like to think that there are days where Papyrus feels incredibly immature, worrying that he'll never catch up to his peers and that he'll never be able to live independently. But we know that he's very smart, and that the only reason he's not in the Royal Guard is because of his compassion, and that he has the potential to be Monster Ambassador without changing anything about himself. There is so much that I can project onto or interpret about him that is entirely within the realms of canon, and to see him and think, that's what I love about him. That's my favorite part. A Papyrus without a race car bed or a Papyrus with normal clothes isn't Papyrus. It makes me look at myself and feel more content. Why are you coming for me like this? This is so comforting, it hurts a little. If I may add though, this is on a more personal note and I don't want to hijack your post, combining this with the idea that many people in his personal or even unpersonal life love and are truly delighted by him without his knowledge for these very reasons is, well, also very good for learning to love yourself. I hope I'm explaining this correctly, but maybe he worries that he will never catch up to his peers or be like them. And maybe he worries that others may find him strange and overwhelming at times, but there are more people than even he knows that seek him out and like him specifically because of the traits he worries over. There are people that care for him truly and deeply that he doesn't even realize feel that way. And that too is a very important thought, at least to me. It feels strange to me now that Undertale garnered such a reputation for being edgy due to fan interpretations when the game itself is just so earnest and sentimental that it hurts. It's a game about connection and friendship and love, and it's so forward with that message that it gets silly with it. But that's just because it really, really wants you to care. It's the least cynical game I've ever seen, even on its worst roots. It's like how Jack Skellington became the poster child for edgy merch despite being peppy as hell. I understand why people interpret the genocide route as edgy, but realistically, honestly, I feel it more so is meant to drive home how devoid and miserable the world feels if you don't care about anything in it, and that you will ultimately find more fulfillment in caring about the world, in-game and in real life. It is so straightforward about how care and compassion are vital to the sentient experience, and it baffles me how so many people missed this. You guys are so right. Undertale hugs. Toriel. Biggest, bestest, and warmest hugs ever. You'll never want to stop hugging the goat mom. Feels like safety and home. She'll add in a kiss on the head for that instant KO. Papyrus. Big, tight hugs filled with laughs and yes! Seconded only to Toriel's on warmness, despite him being a skeleton. You can hear Undyne telling him to suplex you in the distance. Thankfully, he ignores it. Sans.
Not much for hugging, but he will sling an arm over your shoulder when making puns. If you can actually get a hug out of him, he'll probably end up crying. Don't make poor Sans cry. He has enough to deal with. Undyne. Don't let her give you a hug. She'll suplex you. She'll suplex your family. She'll suplex that dog. She'll suplex herself. Just let her noogie you and be done with it. Alphys. A quick, tentative hug that leaves her blushing and stuttering. Then she has to go update her status that she finally got senpai to notice her. Lol. Napstablook. Unfortunately, you can't hug the ghost. You'll go right through them. But you can smile and sit on the floor feeling like garbage together, which is just as good. Metatime. He'll scoop you up and spin you around, yelling about how he's missed you like it's the first time you've seen each other in months. Except it was only just yesterday. He might also have broken your spine in the process. Asgore. Big hugs that completely envelop you and make you feel calm and protected. But there's a trepidation to them, like he's afraid of hurting you. It's okay, Fluffy Buns Goat Dad. Blink, motherfucker! An essay of Papyrus's battle. Papyrus's battle is fucking weird and unnatural, and here's why. Okay, so think about the battle sprites. Napstablook's eyes shake, so constantly moving. Toriel stays very still, but her expression changes enough to make up for that. I couldn't find a good gif, so here you go, if you want proof. Undyne, bouncing, hair blowing in the wind. Mad Dummy, bouncing. Metatime, dancing his motherfucking heart out. Asgore, bouncing. Asriel, flying around at the speed of sound. Sans, bouncing, swaying side to side. Almost all the other monsters bounce and sway as well. What's weird about Papyrus's battle is he doesn't move at all. His cape could be flowing in the wind, but no, completely still. He could be moving at all, but nope. But you know what's really weird? During the battle, Papyrus's mouth doesn't even move. Watch a playthrough again. I'm right. During Papyrus's date, he moves, his mouth moves, his expression changes, he's very active. But in his battle, nothing. A statue. It's like there's a cardboard cutout of Papyrus. Papyrus, the most active character in Undertale, not moving a motherfucking inch. Blink, motherfucker! Hey, so real quick, a bunch of the reactions are people saying, oh, he's concentrating on not killing you, which I actually took the exact opposite interpretation. Because think about the movement in battles. Who moves the most? Omega Flowey, Undyne the Undying, Asriel Danker, Metatun, Mad Dummy. People who are putting their all into killing you. Putting in all their concentration and effort into ending your little motherfucking life loop. The people who move the least, besides Papyrus, the paper cutout, Toriel, Napstablook, most of the minor battles, Asgore. So Toriel, who does not want to kill you, and due to her lack of concentration on her attacks and more on her emotions, causes the attacks to miss you, can still accidentally kill you, but still distracted, not putting her all into the battle. Napstablook, who needs ghost depression therapy, really not feeling up to it right now, not putting their all into it. Minor monster battles. They do move, and a lot of them do extensively, but they're more still than like Undyne or MTT. They're only fighting you out of obligation, not putting their all into it. Asgore, he moves more than the others I pointed out, but his movements are small. He bounces slightly and slowly. If he moves, it's for his trident attack, because, well, he does not want you dead. He does not want that seventh soul. He's not putting his all into it. Note, Sans is kinda an in-between, because he bounces a bunch and dodges and teleports a hell of a lot. Moves his arm, but he also, ain't moving a lot compared to Asriel and Undying, if you get me. Do you get where I'm coming from? The sprites that move the most, putting in everything into this battle, they want you dead. They are using all their energy and strength to end you. The sprites that stay still, not putting in their all. Not putting in their all. Papyrus has the same amount of energy he usually has during his date, and the finale. He zips and zooms around the screen like a ping pong ball. He is always putting in 110% into every little thing he does. In his battle, he is still a statue, a motherfucking plastic Barbie, not even moving his mouth. Note, I think some sprites don't move their mouths in battle screens, but Papyrus moves his jaw later on the date, the dump, and in the finale. There is no excuse for him not moving his mouth during battle. But you know who else never moves their mouth because he's too lazy to? Sans the motherfucker. Sans is never putting in his all, and doesn't even bother to move his mouth to words. Also note, the only time he makes a different expression is when you hit him, and not for long. Papyrus isn't putting in all his energy. Papyrus isn't putting in all his power. Now listen, if when using his bare minimum, he can still control his attacks to a point where you cannot die, he can summon words spelled out and a giant fucking bone, have a whole conversation with himself, and not paying attention while fighting you. Holy fuck! I don't want to know what Papyrus is like, putting in his all. The real reason Flowey befriended Papyrus was because of Papyrus's unmatched raw power. Good time to bring back the fact that everyone has 2 vines around them except Papyrus, who has 4! To be honest, with how much Flowey experimented with resets, he could have seen Papyrus actually trying, and I want to see the look on that bastard's face when he got yeeted from the ruins to new home and back. Papyrus could be an all-powerful being, literally capable of killing literally everyone in the underground, but is like, nah, I'm just gonna chill out here with my spaghetti and dinosaur eggs oatmeal. That just radiates big mood to me, and I wish I knew why. Shaggy, Papyrus, and Kirby are the trifecta of, can I destroy you in an instant? Yes. Would I rather just have lunch? Also yes.